Welcome to the module Outlook 2016, Using Rules to Manage Your Email. Now, as you'll notice, most of the communication that we do today is via email. So if you don't have processes and rules in place, you will find that very quickly your inbox will grow and grow and grow until it becomes unmanageable. So one of the best ways to stay productive and manage your email more effectively is to create rules. If you know there are certain emails that are not absolutely critical, you can create rules to move them to a folder so you can view them later. Or if you have certain emails that you know you subscribe to a certain news feed or a certain newsletter, you can also get those particular emails to go directly into a folder that you can go and view later. So to access your rules on your home page, this is the menu, the home tab over here, you'll see in the Move group, there's an option called Move and Rules. In my rules, I can go to Manage Rules and Alerts. So there's two ways of doing this. I'm going to show you where all the rules are and the kinds of rules you get, and then I'm going to show you how to take an existing email and create a rule around it. So if I click on my Manage Rules and Alerts, in my current email, I've already got a couple of rules in place. So you can choose exactly what's going on here. So for example, you can choose a new rule, and some of the options here we have is move messages from a specific person to a specific folder. For example, if I get emails from my HR team leader and I'd like to move those emails automatically to my HR folder, I can do that. That allows me to empty my inbox a little bit and allows me to be productive and set aside certain time to go through certain folders. I can also move messages that have got a specific word in the subject to a particular folder. If I know that we're doing a new mail run for a newsletter that's been released, I'll tell it to move all messages with the words newsletter in the subject to a particular folder. I can also move messages sent to a public group. I can also flag messages from a particular person for follow-up. This is quite important when we are dealing with clients or people in our companies such as our CEO or operation or finance director. So if I know that there are certain people that I need to act on those emails very quickly from a very important client, I can choose that every time a message comes in from that particular email address, it'll automatically flag the message for me so I know that I need to act on that message a lot faster than any other emails in my inbox. You can also choose various stay up-to-date options. It'll display a mail from someone in the new item alert window, play a sound when you get a message from a certain specific person, or it'll even send an alert to your mobile device when you get an email from a specific person. And you can start from a blank rule as well. So I'm just going to cancel that, and I'm going to clear that, and show you how we can apply this to one of our messages. Here is my TripAdvisor mails. I would like to move all my TripAdvisor mails to a particular folder, or flag them to be followed up. So what you do is you right-click the mail, go to Rule, and you can immediately say always move messages from TripAdvisor, or create a rule that says I want to flag all those mails. So when I get an email with the selected conditions, we'll select from TripAdvisor. You can display them in an item window, you can play a selected sound, or you can move them to a particular folder. I'm going to click on Advanced Options, and I'm going to flag the mail for action. Then I'm going to click Next. It said to me that my value is missing. So edit the rule, apply this, and flag it for a particular action. What action? We'll just say follow up in this particular category. And then we'll say next. What do you want to do with the message? Nothing at all. Leave it in the inbox, simply flag it. We're going to continue anyway. Are there any exceptions? I'm going to say no. and we're going to call this the TripAdvisor rule. At the very last step of our rules, you can also choose to run this rule on existing mails. If you do not select this, it'll only turn this rule on for any mails going forward, but we want to actually run this for existing rules in our mailbox. And then we can choose to finish. It's going to scan my entire inbox and run the rule TripAdvisor. Basically what it's going to do is every single email that I have gotten previously from TripAdvisor, it'll flag the email for follow-up action, allowing me to quickly see what needs to be done. This is obviously just an example. Usually you would use this if it's from a particular client or has a particular subject. So I'm going to close that. And then I'm going to have a look to see how my rule has responded. Now let's go and check if this rule has actually been applied to my entire email. So if we have a look over here, we've got a flagged rule. If I search my mailbox for TripAdvisor, this is just searching my inbox, you'll notice that all my current emails from TripAdvisor have been flagged, which allows me to then act on these emails quickly and efficiently. If I wanted to remove this rule, click on my rules option, go to manage rules and alerts, and from there you can create new rules, edit rules, or delete existing rules. So over here I'm going to click on the delete. I'm going to say yes, apply. This will then apply the rule on all of my emails in my inbox and will then apply it so that I no longer have this rule applied to my rules categories.